Okay, I got the John Deere E180 Lawn tractor, and I got to replace the alternator, so I'm going to show y'all how to do that. Let's get started. Okay, got the 5/16 on here, and I'll take this flywheel cover off. Now take your 3/8 inch socket and go around and take off this and the whole cover, and then we'll be able to unhook the battery and get to some other things. Okay, right inside here underneath the air filter, you got a couple of screws. You got to take those out, and then you'll be able to pull off this whole thing. You just move it up. Okay, so I got the cover up out of the way. It's got a couple of things attached to it, so I just strapped it up so it wouldn't harm none of that down there. Now I gotta pull out my spark plug, and you run this nylon string up in there. That way it'll stop this from turning, and you need to get it out of there. Okay, just run that right up there in that hole, and then you'll be able to loosen this. Okay, take you 1 1/4 inch socket, there you go. Get that off of there. And before you go any further, make sure, you should have probably done this already, but anyway, make sure your positive is disconnected, and then we'll get this thing off. Now you gotta remove these two right here. That way you can pull this baby off. Should probably clean this thing while I'm at it, but I won't. Okay, this thing can be a little tight, so spray a little bit. Hopefully that loosens it up a little bit. Got your thing set up, and you don't want to mess up that little key in there, so nice and slow. Okay, as always, that was a pain to get it to pop. You just tighten this thing down, get it on there good, and you know when it pops. And you just take this all off, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, here's the new alternator. It's got the cord already attached to it, and it comes with this little box. There's the box. So I need to unplug the red and the yellow right there, and then take this off and pull out the alternator. It's a 1/4 inch socket. Oh yeah. Okay, I was able to get the alternator off with the yellow cord. This red cord I'm assuming it stays in there, so don't yank that out. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this has a red, so you hook the red up to it, and the yellow that come from the new alternator. Screw all these down good and tight. Alrighty. Okay, flywheel can be hard to get on. You can pinch your fingers pretty easy, so I'll hook one of these up to it. That way you can pick it up pretty easy. Bring it over here. Don't forget, you got your key that you got to put back in, so line it up. Okay, line that hole up. You take your key, slide it down in there. Okay, I've been fighting a dying battery the whole time, so I finally swapped it out. But when you get that key in there, make sure you push it down as far as you can. That's crucial. You cannot mess up that little key, flywheel key. Okay, I got the flywheel on. Put your little washer back on here. Okay, now you want to tighten this flywheel bolt down really good. Make sure you still got your strings through where your spark plug was. Okay. Hopefully I didn't tighten that too much. Put your flywheels on and take your strings out. Pull them all the way out. Be careful not to mess up any lines or anything. Hold on, don't do that yet. These two screws back in right here. Did I say I'm not a mechanic? Tighten these back in. Put your filter back on, air filter. Now you want to go around, you want to put all your nuts back to hold your cover down. Don't do the wrong one. Okay, now get your last little cover on, hopefully. All right. Now get your spark plugs back in and hook your battery back up, and then we'll see. Okay. Make sure your battery, your spark plugs, everything's in and good to go, and that's it. That's how you replace the alternator on the E180. Thank you. Now I'm gonna give it a try.